Yo, what's up, everybody? Find out who I am, what this show is about, and of course, who our special guest is in like 10 seconds. What's a guan, everybody? Welcome to U&A. A stands for artist. I am Rodney Rakai, and this is the show where your favorite artists hang out with us for about 30 minutes. They answer some questions from you, the viewers, and of course, they have some fun with me, because it's what I do best. But let's get this show started by bringing out our special guest this half hour. This guy is not exactly new, but his star is still growing. He's a triple threat as a singer, songwriter, and producer, and I'm gonna need you guys to take a look at this.
It's not easy to create a unique sound, but Jesse Boykins III has found the recipe. Though a Chicago native, Jesse is a product of NYU's New School program and has learned to blend R&B, soul, and world music together. The result? A sound like nothing else out there.
I won't say no. I won't say no.
For the past year, JB's singles Before the Night Is Through and The Perfect Blues have been gaining national attention. Already a standout among the newer generation of musicians, Jesse Boykins III is preparing to drop his Love Apparatus LP, and if you don't pick it up, you'll be missing something special.
Me bruda, Wagwan, how you?
What's going on, man? I'm good, brother. Respect, man.
Definitely all day. Welcome, everybody, my brother, Mr. Jesse Boykins III to U&A. So we appreciate having you here today. It's always good business when you're in town.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you having me, brother.
No doubt. You look so stylish as usual,
Hey,
Mr.
man,
Dapper Man.
I'm gonna have to get fresh. I know you come correct sometimes, so I was like, man, I'm gonna have to step my game up. I actually changed my outfit like twice this morning.
As long as you know. I'm keeping him in check. You know what I'm saying? Making sure he's good. Let's get into these questions, man. A lot of people want to know about you. You're from Miami, by way of Chicago, by way of Jamaica. How old were you when you moved to the States? And what about all that travel made you love music so much?
I was like 8 years old when I moved to Miami from Jamaica. It was kind of different, kind of culture shock a little bit, you know. And I had an accent, so everyone would always pick on my Wagwan rude boy, I that pun. Everybody always laugh at me and
Right.
like, "Oh, you talk funny, So I had to like adapt. So I think actually me moving around and traveling so much taught me how to adapt, you know, and be in the moment and be somewhere and be present. And I like to talk about life and what living is about and what love's about.
Right.
And that's pretty much how I make my music. I try to make it as natural and organic as possible. And I do take influence from the world because I travel a lot, so.
Okay,
yeah.
all right. At what age did you really get into music? And were you like in little talent shows back in the day? I can't really see a young JB3 like, doing your little Michael Jackson impression and all that.
Hey, I was around like, I was 6 or 7 years old.
Okay.
I sang like Silent Night in Jamaica that was like my first little, it's like, I want to sing Silent Night and do the solo. And I did it, and everybody liked it, so I was like, I'm gonna keep singing.
Right.
And then I actually did a lot of talent shows in middle school. I was in a group in middle school. I was in a group in high school, so I did.
Say you swear.
I did that. Yeah. I was in this group called Perfect Gentlemen, and we would always say, yo, we're gonna keep it PG today. We're gonna keep it PG.
Yo, that's so corny, bro.
It was
That's
bad.
so corny.
We thought we were gonna get signed though. We thought we were big, but yeah. But so yeah, I've been doing music my whole life pretty much.
All right. So because you have Jamaican roots, what kind of music does your family play in the household? Because your music today covers the world. Like you have a lot of different sounds in your music. What influences you most?
When I was younger, a lot of my uncles and my aunts in Jamaica, we listened to reggae, you know, listen to gospel, and at the time, you know, Sizzler and Buju Banton, and it's like my uncles was big on that, and then Bob Marley and, you know, Peter Tosh and all these cats.
Right.
So it was like good to have that positive music always flowing, you know, and gospel is very positive. So I feel like that actually influenced my songwriting as far as like the positivity that I try to capture, you know, in a moment, even in a moment of darkness, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So like, I feel like that's like a natural undertone of how I make music and stuff. But as far as like me traveling, like, I love music. I love to go to somewhere, a show, or find a DJ and like, yo, what you playing right now?
Word.
You know, I like the culture, you know what I mean? So I feel like that naturally influences me when I create.
Okay, all right. Now, I read somewhere that the New School University here in New York City recruited you to go to their school. Like, you're not like an athlete, fam. How do you get recruited to go to a school for music, man? Like, I need to know.
No, they recruit you for whatever you're good at.
Word.
They'll find you if you're good.
I'm not good at a lot of things. I thought I was nice at some things. You just totally shot all my dreams down.
No, when I was 16, I auditioned when I was in high school for the Grammy Jazz Ensemble, and I got accepted. I was one of 13 singers from the nation who got picked to go to California and record like this jazz album at the time. And New School and Berklee College of Music and Manhattan Conservatory and Juilliard, all these schools were there recruiting. Right. And New School really were like, they really wanted me to go there. was either there or Boston. I was like, Boston's cold, so
Way too cold.
colder than New York. So I'm gonna go to New York. So
Okay.
that's definitely how I ended up in New York City.
All right, I'm gonna put you on the spot a little bit.
All right.
You have ties to Jamaica, you got Chicago,
Yes.
you got Miami. Now you're up here in the Northeast, New York City area.
All right.
What's the one place you would say had the most impact on your sound?
Probably New York City. I've been here, since I was 17. I've been here for a long time now, and I used to remember going to a lot of shows all the time and seeing live music, and I wasn't able to do that when I was in Miami because it wasn't that accessible. So since I've been here, I go out and I see live music all the time. Different genres, doesn't matter. Like, I try my best to be involved and try to be a part of performances, even if I'm not performing. May that be just me on the side clapping or in the back or on the side of the stage or whatever. I like the experience of being around music and those vibrations. So probably New York City.
All right, bet. You hear that, New York, he's giving you love.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into more with my brother Jesse, but first, why don't we take a look at a little clip? You mind?
That's fine with me. What do you think?
Hi, I'm Andrea. I'm from Mexico, and I want to know what is your all-time favorite movie?
Ooh, favorite movie, me brother?
Man, that's a crazy question. I love film. I'm very, very involved in it as far as like how much I watch movies. I think my favorite would probably be The Fifth Element.
Really?
Yes, I think that the edit work of that film is amazing. The costume designing is amazing. I think the concept of The Fifth Element being a woman is a great thing, and her being pretty fragile but can beat everybody up at the same time is
Fifth
powerful.
Element.
Yeah, The Fifth Element, man. Chris Tucker did his thing in that film, And then after that, Spike Lee movies all day, but Fifth Element.
I know you get pigeonholed a lot. I would have been like, yo, Love Jones. But I'm not, but that's just what I would assume. I'm just saying. All right.
Love Jones was a great film, though.
Long as you know. Long as you
I know that.
All right, so
If
let's
they do Love Jones 2, we're in it. We gotta be in the film.
lock in, man. Let's move to the next question from my man Eric.
Hey, I'm Eric from New York, and I gotta ask you, if you were gonna go back to any decade, what decade would you go back to and why?
That's a great question. What decade? Man, I always think about stuff like that. I'm like, man, I wish I could have saw James Brown live, like in his prime.
Right.
Like 60s. I feel like that's when soul music and reggae music was just coming out of the woodworks. It's like late 60s, early 70s. So I would probably say like 67, 68, and then we could go into the 70s a little bit. So 2 decades, I guess.
And your fashion fits right in.
I try to fit in.
All right, let's get into the next question from Brooke.
Hey, this is Brooke from Milwaukee. My question is, when it comes to fashion, do you prefer shoes, jackets, or glasses as an accessory?
Ooh, you got fans in Milwaukee.
I mean, I have all 3 on. So I would say all 3. I like my glasses. These are actually prescribed. I need these.
I thought you were faking the funk.
Nah.
I thought you were faking
people
the funk.
People say, they're like, you're a hipster because you wear glasses. But I'm like, no, I need those, and I don't like wearing contacts.
Okay.
Because I can't put them in my eyes. I'm not that good. So I just wear glasses. It's easy.
All right.
So, and then jackets. I love jackets. I like Letterman jackets that fit like this one's fitting on me right now.
But if you have your last dollar and you're just like, yo, shoes, jacket, and you have a dope item from each area, which one? On the spot.
First off, it would probably be the shoes.
Shoes? All right.
I'll try to get the shoe game. Hey, you have to be correct on your footwear.
I like those. I like
Thank
those
you,
right
man.
there.
Thank you very much.
So you know.
Appreciate that.
All right, let's
We
take a
don't wear the
question.
same size though, so
Yeah, man, I'm like
can't have
6'3"
these.
out here. I'm a big boy. I'm rocky out here. All right, let's take a question from Twitter. Chicago Bears Love asks, whose pizza do you like more, New York City's or Chicago's? And don't even lie.
I'm not really a big fan of the deep dish. I'm not a fan. I feel like it's too heavy. I like the New York slice. Yeah, New York slice.
New York slice. You've adapted, my brother.
A little bit, right? I'm like too involved in New York right now.
I'm not mad at that. All right, here's another question from Twitter. Craig Bob 10 asks, where's your favorite underground venue to play in New York?
Whoa, that's a great question. When I was coming up, like around 2007, 2008, I would play at this place called Crash Mansion all the time.
Okay.
I think that was a good vibe. And then there was this other place I played at all the SOBs. Yeah, I played SOBs.
Is that underground? That's kind of
I
mainstream.
guess. Well, now it is.
Yeah.
But when I was, when I was like 18,
You're right.
nobody really, no one was at SOBs. Now everybody's at SOBs.
But now, if you say Jesse Boykins III is coming, it's like, oh my God, it's Jesse. Anyway, let's take one from Facebook. Eric asks, if you had to live in any other country, where would it be and why? You travel a lot, so that's a tough one, man.
Man, That's funny because every time I go somewhere, I'm like, man, I could live here. I was, I think recently I visited South Africa, Johannesburg, and it was a good vibe there. I could see myself living in South Africa for a little bit.
Wow.
And then probably Berlin after that, and yeah.
Okay.
Belgium's cool too, though.
Is it?
Yes, it's a beautiful place. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get like a
Brussels.
list of places I need to visit from you.
I got you.
Right after this.
Yeah, I
I'm
got
serious
you.
though.
I got you.
All right, brother. All right, we gotta take a quick break, but when we get back, Jesse and I have a real R&B conversation.
I'm with it.
Let's do it.
Having 3 people in a group can really hold each other up and keep each other going. As artists, we care about our craft. EDM is all about being accepted and losing yourself in the music. Our fan base is incredibly loyal and we love them. They're there to see you perform, and now it's time to give it to them as hard as you can. I want Cruella to be part of someone's best night ever.
We're Cruella. Take back your music.
For more EDM, go to Music Choice On Demand, EDM. Had the kind of crappy week you just want to forget about? It's Friday. Don't bury your head in the sand. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and take back your weekend. Grab the remote and invite your favorite artists over for some weekend pre-gaming. It's all happening at Music Choice Video On Demand, MC Picks. Catch the coolest must-see music videos all weekend long whenever you want. So forget about the daily grind and get your weekend started off right. Music Choice On Demand. Take back your weekend. Take back your music.
Welcome back to UNA with me, Rodney Rakai, and Dragon Ball Z here, Jesse Boykins III. I had to get you, son. I had to get you.
It's okay, man. It's
All
okay,
right.
man. I get that a lot. It's fine.
Cool.
Thanks. Think of some newer ones, you know? Updated.
I'm outdated?
Yeah, a little bit.
Whatever. These questions I'm about to ask you about R&B are really present. Over the last 2 years or so, a lot of artists are saying that R&B music is back.
Right.
Do you agree with that sentiment? And do you feel like R&B music ever even left?
Oh, those are great questions. My definition of what rhythm and blues is love music, you know? Like when I was growing up, I listened to like Boyz II Men and Brian McKnight and Jodeci and all these artists who wrote songs about being in love. I think that form of expressing through music is coming back, like expressing vulnerability as a man and being in love is more so on the front, like coming up now.
Gotcha.
Because there was a period where there was no expression of love or no expression of compassion or no expression of a man being vulnerable or even like a hint of femininity.
Right.
And now it's actually coming back, which is cool, and I appreciate that for sure.
Okay, so to you, who's the quintessential R&B artist?
As an individual R&B
Right.
artist? I mean, it spans. Like any other genre, there's so many different kinds of artists and so many different songwriters in the music industry that it's hard to say just one, like, you know, because there's Miguel, who's an R&B artist, but he's not really R&B though, you know, but everyone is R&B, he's urban,
Right.
but he's not, you know, and then because he has like an 80s vibe and his songwriting is different from a regular R&B artist. Then there's a Trey Songz, and that's like an R&B artist.
Right.
You know what Trey Songz is gonna give you when you get a Trey Songz album, which is an R&B album, which is fine. And then there's The Weeknd, and they call him R&B, and he's...
They do call him
yeah,
R&B.
and that's not
really
R&B. And then
R&B
they
though.
call me R&B, and I'm like, so it's just all R&B, you know? I just feel like if it's all love and it's all honest and it's all the truth and it's from the heart, then you can call it what you want.
Okay.
Rhythm and blues is fine.
All right. Now, some would pigeonhole you as a neo-soul artist. That happens a lot.
Right.
What do you think the differences are between, I know you hate that. I know you hate it. But what do you think the differences are between neo-soul and R&B music in the approach and in the sound?
I feel like, see, the thing about neo-soul is that was a word, or that was a genre, that was a subgenre that was derived in a certain period. I think that marks more of a period of music. I don't think neo-soul lasted past that period, you know what I mean? Like D'Angelo, Raphael Sadiq at the time, Erykah Badu, India.Arie. These are all artists who were platinum-selling artists and were doing really good things in music, and they just, you know, someone was like, you know, that's what this is. But that was soul music.
Okay.
That was R&B music. It's the same, you know? It's just like, it's more conscious.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have a lot of insight, so I'm kind of excited to play this game I'm about to play real quick.
Right.
All right. So basically, right, it's like a bracket buster,
Right.
a round robin kind of thing. All right, I'm gonna take classic R&B albums.
Okay.
I'm gonna put them up against one another. You're gonna pick your favorite album.
Okay.
Right? And then it's gonna advance to the next round against another classic R&B album.
All right, got you.
You ready for that?
I'm ready.
This is tough. This is gonna be tough for you.
I mean, I'm pretty quick on my feet, so
But I mean,
we'll
you
get
guys,
going.
I'm telling you, because you got some people in here that I know you love, and then some other people that I know you love, and then you're gonna be like, damn, well, I don't know what to do. So, all right, let's do it.
Let's go.
First albums, Erykah Badu's Baduism versus Jill Scott's Who is Jill Scott? Yeah, see? Look, stump, all crazy.
I would have to say Erykah Baduism.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why right
Exactly.
there. And don't be
Exactly.
afraid to let me know like what your favorite thing about the album
I
is.
was gonna do that.
Pardon
I'm
me,
gonna
sir.
show you why.
All right.
Baduism, I feel as if when that album came out, Erykah Badu was so open about being a woman and being herself and being who she is and loving herself, and she expressed that in every song. She showed signs of vulnerability, but she also showed the power. You know, and I feel like at the time when that album came out, there weren't a lot of artists doing that, a lot of female artists doing that, and she taught me a lot about women listening to Baduism. I learned from the school of Erykah.
Okay, I'm still learning from
Right.
Erykah today.
Exactly.
Hello, window seat. All right, next up we have Erykah Badu's Baduism against D'Angelo's Brown Sugar.
Oh.
See, look, I'm quick on my feet. Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna say Brown Sugar.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like people don't realize how young D'Angelo was when he did this record. You know, like he was like in his early 20s.
Wow.
And the things that he's talking about as a man in his early 20s don't get talked about from men in their early 20s now. You know, he was a lot more mature and a lot more like open and like I said, vulnerable in his music. And that's what I appreciate, you know? Like I like young artists who are not afraid to not be put in a box or not be doing this kind of music because they're this age, you know?
That's
like he made the music connected to his musical IQ.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
Yeah.
Next up, we have D'Angelo's Brown Sugar, which was just one,
right,
against Alicia Keys' Songs in A minor.
I like the Songs in A minor album. It was a good record. But I'm gonna stay with Brown Sugar.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, of course. Sugar, baby, I get high on
Go ahead, you do the vocals. You do the vocals. It's all good. It's all good.
Now you can sing.
You know I got pipes. Yo, listen, I wasn't gonna bring that out the bag, but listen, I got some pipes. Okay?
Yeah, right, you can sing. You can sing.
All right, man. So next up, we have D'Angelo's Brown Sugar against your hair brethren Maxwell's Urban Hang Sweet. Ugh, that's a toughie, because you know what I'm saying?
That was a great record.
It was.
I feel like that was one of the records where he was trying to break down boundaries as far as like the genres go. So I would pick that record because there's a lot of different kinds of feels on that record, and I feel like right.
This takes me back. This takes me back a little bit.
And you know you had to do the Maxwell. Do a little. All right, that's enough. All right.
Yeah. So Maxwell advances, and now he's up against Mary J. Blige's My Life.
Right.
And
I'm gonna stay with the Maxwell.
that was quick. You seem like you went out.
I'm gonna stay with the Maxwell on that. Mary, that record was great.
Do you remember that Mary record though? Because she had a lot of.
I do remember. Yeah. But I just feel like, as far as like the production goes and like the songwriting, I would definitely say the Maxwell album over that one. Okay. The musicianship was there, and the production was there, and the arrangements were better, and yeah.
Okay, so Maxwell advances once again.
Right.
Next up, it's gonna be a little tough for you, my brother.
All right.
I'm gonna tell you, because I know you a little bit, and so I know how you might feel about this. We have Maxwell going against R. Kelly's TP2.com album, fam. And don't have no flashbacks in here where.
Listen, when I was in high school, that R. Kelly album.
Bruh.
That record right there, that's the record with Women's Worth on it, right?
It's a lot of joints on there.
And then I Wish was on that there, and then This Is My Song for Real, No Doubt. Hey. So I'm gonna have to say the R. Kelly, man.
R. Kelly, TP, that's so tough, but you got, because you
man,
it opened up so many opportunities
Yo.
for. for us as young brothers on the come up.
I mean, yeah, it taught us how to be romantic in a sense.
Yeah, all of that. Come here, girl. All right, R. Kelly's TP2.com album advances, and now it goes up against your brethren, your new school buddy, Bilal's Firstborn Second, which is...
no competition, Firstborn Second.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That easy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Bilal, yeah, he was also another cat who was really young when he did this record. He was like 22 when he did his Firstborn Second.
Might have been younger than that, really.
Yeah, he wrote a lot of songs when he was 19 and stuff. And if you listen to this record, it sounds like a man who saw life like 4 times already. And that's kind of epic, you know, to be able to do that at that age. Because I think about the songs that I wrote when I was 18.
It wasn't quite like that. Girl, come here, you do that thing, you be doing that type of joy. I feel you.
I mean, he worked with so many great musicians, and that's around the time when, I don't know, I feel like music in that era where he came out was so great. You know what I mean?
All right. So Bilal's Firstborn Second, I personally would have chose R. Kelly's team. But it's not about me. It's about you, Jesse Boykins III. All right, so last one, we have Bilal's Firstborn Second going against Stevie Wonder's Songs in the Key of Life.
I mean, there would be no Firstborn Second if it wasn't a Songs in the Key of Life. So. It would be nothing if it wasn't the Songs in the Key of Life.
Right. Now, I love Stevie, but at what point do you think he gotta let him go, the dreads?
The dreads?
When he gotta...
I mean, you know, Stevie can literally do what he wants to do, at this point. You know, there's just those artists who, like, he's been around for a long... You're probably here because of Stevie Wonder. You know what I mean? You gotta think of that. So Stevie can walk outside naked if he wanted to tomorrow, and
don't do that. But hey, I just want him to just get rid of the 2 rows that are left. There's only 2 rows left.
He holding on to.
I still love you, Stevie. I still love you.
Stevie gonna come get you. Watch.
He probably will. I'm gonna be in trouble for that. But we gotta take another quick break. We have more with Jesse Boykins III when we get back.
Life is art. Music is art.
We just bring like a new flavor to hip hop.
We paved the way to make it cool to express yourself, for people to, be themselves.
Now we breaking boundaries. It's a new day.
Right now, what we're trying to do is just build a legacy and inspire other kids to really do it their way.
This is ASAP Ferg.
I'm ASAP Rocky. Music Choice. Take back your music. To check out our videos and more, go to Music Choice On Demand.
When it comes to music videos, you deserve nothing but the best, like the ultimate A-list music video lineup. At Music Choice, we've got your favorite music videos from the artists you want the most. Robin Thicke, Bruno Mars, Miley Cyrus, Ariana Grande. The list goes on, and it's totally free. Just go to Music Choice Video On Demand, A-list videos. Why waste your time watching some D-list video network when you've got the best in Music Choice? Music Choice On Demand. Take back your music.
Welcome back to UNA on Music Choice with our special guest, my brethren, Jesse Boykins III. I am Rodney Rakai, in case you didn't know. Let's talk about the projects that you've had, some projects you have coming up. Okay. You released Zulu Guru last year, and you're working on a project, Love Apparatus LP. How would you describe the sound of both of those projects?
Wow. Zulu Guru came about. Me and a friend of mine, Mellow X, who did the album together with, we were both talking about traveling a lot and experiencing certain things and wanting to be in certain places and like just fantasizing of where we should be. And then we basically took from where we wanted to be and took the music from there and used it to inspire us, you know? Okay. And then later on, we actually went to those places, which is pretty cool. So the sound is very worldly, I guess, you know? There's all different kinds of feel, and it's, again, about, a man being able to express certain emotions about life and admitting to mistakes and balancing out the both masculine side and the feminine side.
Gotcha.
So that's what that whole record is about, and that was the whole concept of that record, Zulu Guru. Yeah. Okay.
I've seen the idea for Love Apparatus for a long time. I saw you always tweet about it. Yeah. How long have you been working on the actual project?
Man, I feel like I'm in the 70s or something. I've been working on a record for like 3 years. Wow. 3.5 years. I started writing the songs late 2008, 2009. And what I did was, the reason why it took so long is a lot of the songs from this record, I wrote the titles first and the topics first. And then what I did was, after I wrote the songs based on what topic I wrote. And it's really hard to do that. Usually you just write, and then you say, okay, midway you're like, oh, this is what the song's about, right. Because it's, So it was a challenge, you know. I definitely appreciate the fact that I challenged myself, and I feel like I've elevated my skills as far as my songwriting goes and my production and my ear and stuff like that. So it was a good experience, and I'm excited to have everyone hear it.
Okay.
You know?
Cool.
Yeah.
You're the man. Just so you
know.
Oh
man, I appreciate
just
it.
so you know, you're
I
the man.
appreciate it.
But it's like your label situation. I never really know what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like people that are exceptional like you, I assume they're gonna be signed to. You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. But what's your current label situation, man? And would you rather just stay indie than be signed to a major?
I'm currently independent right now.
Okay.
I mean, it all depends, like everything else, you know. I would definitely like if I had a mainstream push,
right.
like anyone else. I want to be heard, and I want to touch the world, and I want to perform in arenas and festivals in front of 30,000 people. But I also want to stay as artistically, like concrete in myself as I can. You know, in this industry, it's kind of hard to balance that out and be who I am and who I want to be, and be who I am while I'm evolving to be this person, you know, in my music, and then actually bring that to a company or a label and say, you know, this is me, because they don't really look at it like that, you know. So it's like, so it's a weird thing. Yeah. But of course, I definitely want to be as promoted as possible. I want to be as heard everywhere as possible. That's why I make the music I make, you know, for the world.
You need to be heard.
I appreciate that. I think it's gonna happen. I mean, it's happening.
It's happening.
I mean, we here. You know
think about 4 years ago where we are today, man. It's an amazing journey.
Exactly.
Do you write all of your own songs? And who else have you written for? What would be some artists that you haven't worked with yet that you would love to work with?
I do write all my songs. Yeah, I've been writing for a really long time. I take pride in being able to express myself, you know, through lyrics and through melody. I've written songs for my peers, you know, a lot of my friends, Chris Turner, and I've written with Mar Ruby, and I've worked with Fonte of Foreign Exchange. But I would love to work with like a John Legend. That would be cool.
His new album is crazy too.
I haven't really listened to it, but I heard it's really good.
It's really good.
Who else would I work with? I don't know, a lot of producers, you know. It would be cool to sit in the studio with a Quincy Jones and see what that's like, even if we don't even make anything, you know, just to have a conversation. I think that's more so what I would want to do first is to talk to someone and get to know someone, you know, and then experience their creative process, you know, before anything else. Just to, you know, and then have them experience my creative process, and then we go in and make a song together. Like, in a perfect world, that would be, that would be what I love. Would love to do.
All right, now I gotta be honest, Jesse. You know, we had this nice conversation. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not actually the host of this here show.
Right.
I don't know what they waiting on.
You're
But
doing
you know,
a great job.
I feel that way.
I thought you was the host, brother. You might as well be the host, bro.
I need this spot. I'm competing for it against 3 other people.
Yes.
The other people are really good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking them, but I just think I need to be up in here. Viewers, you get a chance to vote for me on Twitter. I just need to get your cosign officially, because your followers are gonna do whatever you say do. You know what I'm saying?
Vote for Rodney, yo. Music choice. This guy needs to be the host of this show, and you need to make it happen. Where's the cameras at? I need to look in the camera. Vote for my brother right here. Do your pose, bro. Look good, right? We're gonna do a phrase.
What's up?
Vote for my bro Rodney right here.
Yo, you heard it.
Music
you heard
choice. Let's make it
Y'all,
happen.
I got the cosign from my brethren, Jesse Boykins III. So go to Twitter and tweet at Rodney Rakai. Use the hashtag UNA to vote for me. All right, let's take the last few of these questions, these fan questions, because, you know, I know that they love you and they want to hear from you and all that.
Appreciate you.
All right. So the first one up is from Gabby. What you got to say there, Gabby?
Hey, I'm Gabby from New Jersey. If you could be signed to any label, who would you be signed to and why?
Who would you be signed to?
Whoa.
A lot of labels out there.
Who would I be signed to?
And not like who has the biggest name, but like who would
labels I think would, I mean, an Interscope or a Columbia.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be cool.
All right, yeah, they do good.
They do good things with their music. They do good work. I feel like a Columbia always, for a long amount of time, they always let the artists, you know, become great. You know what I mean? No rush, no pressure, no like, we got to do what's hot right now. I feel like a lot of artists on Columbia are themselves.
Okay.
And Interscope as well, for the most part.
For sure. Let's get into the next question from Emilio.
Hey, I'm Emilio from New York. I love your fro, but would you ever cut your hair?
Oh, I met you with the braids. Now you got the fro all crazy, Dragon Ball Z. Would you ever cut your joint?
I have dreams about cutting my hair.
Wow.
It's weird.
That's about change though. That dreams.
Yeah.
That's about.
But
change,
I don't think I'm ready to cut my hair yet.
Okay.
Yeah. I love my hair, yo. You know.
Your hair is a weapon. I've seen you in shows. So Like, come on, fam, fall back.
Nah, man. Yeah, I'm a fan of freedom, man. I feel free when I got it out. You know. I feel like.
Cool. Next up, we have a question from Lena. What's going on, Lena?
Hi, I'm Lena from New York, and I want to ask, what is your spirit animal?
Oh, what is your spirit animal, fam?
I was just watching a movie about spirit animals, and I was trying to figure out what mine was. I'd just say lion. I don't know.
Lion?
A lion.
I would just say lion.
Yeah.
All right. It's 'cause
I mean, you know.
It's because you got the mane.
This is the main thing, you know. I got the king mentality, you know. I try to keep it.
King all day.
I try not to be as lazy as the lion though. Lion's pretty lazy. So the leopard is a lot less lazy than the lion.
Okay. All right, and he's fat. Yeah, you're more lion though. I would say lion.
I'm a athletic lion though. I like hunt with the lioness.
Okay, so like the female, you're like the female lioness is really the aggressive.
Yeah, they the ones, but I want to be with them though. I don't want to be the lion that's just chilling. Like, did y'all get the food yet? Right. Like, I want to be with them while we hunting. You know, I want to be a part of it.
I figured do you, man.
Right.
We gotta wrap it up. We gotta get out of here. I know you gotta catch a flight somewhere. It's always what you do. I am Rodney Rakai. Thank you so much, my brother Jesse Boykins III, for stopping by. Make sure you guys out there go pick up Zulu Guru and look out for Jesse's upcoming LP, Love Apparatus. And remember to vote for me to be the permanent host of this here show, UNA. I'm Rodney Rakai. One last time, had to let you know that's R-I-K, A to the I. All right, here's the latest video from my brethren, Jesse Boykins III, The Perfect Blues.
Before the night is through, I will walk to you. You will be the one, and I will be your drum. Before the night is through, I will walk